Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kodash, that belongs to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And it's lucky about the way I got the camera positioned. I'm gonna have to hold it for a while, because I'm, you know, gonna get on the road in a few. But before that, I just wanted to bring out a precept or two, and just speak a little bit on this, the grain of rice. Okay, this charagma. As of late, there's been the videos and the articles circulating on how I believe it was in Sweden. They're saying there's this company, the startup company that invented this grain that you can store your Vanessa passport in it, okay, and use it as proof. Which, I mean, it's if you go back and replay our videos, that's all you're gonna hear, all right? Because that's what we did tell people that the Vanessa is like a prelude, and that is very well a likely thing that they can do, as to use the grain as a certificate or a proof, which that's not going to be the only thing that it's used for. However, it is because that thing is like a constantly evolving technology. You can start with it one way today, and then just expand on it. Right now, the benefit for them of using it in this way is that there was a video on Fox News Michigan, like a news report, and they were talking about it. And at the end of it, they mentioned that there's a lot of pushback. They said there's a lot of pushback against it. People are saying, nah, nah, that's too much, that's crazy. But then again, I mean, back 2018, early 2019, beginning of this thing, people were on some like, nah, I ain't wearing no, people were fighting it. I'm not putting on no mask. I ain't taking no, they're not putting shit at me. Hold up. Look at the majority of people now, right? So the benefit of them, if they decide to fully push it in this way, the benefit for them is that it doesn't matter if they're getting pushed back now, because they can now, they themselves, right, these elites and these governments can actually now push back. All right, as the people push, they can push back because they've tied it in. Okay, they've tied it into something they can use to push back at the people, which is this Vanessa, this Sicky Wiki, you know, this thing out here, and that's where the waves come in. So when you go back to the movie Songbird, right? The movie Songbird, I think it was 2023 or so, or they said it was a C23 or something like that. But it was basically waves, right? I didn't see the movie. I'm speaking from my knowledge of the trailer, and it was waves that had just been happening, so much so that now this is what the world looked like, you know, at that time. So now they're talking about a fifth wave. They're talking about, so now it's waves, right? And it's waves, and each wave, when you come out of the wave, you come out different. The world is modified even more. Okay, so you had the wave that brought on masks, that brought on social distancing, that brought on Vanessas, that brought on restrictions. Okay, now is bringing on boosters, and his next is bringing on the grain. And as we kept telling you, man, these people, this whole Omicron thing, they started off, oh, it's nothing, it's not a variant of concern. You don't gotta worry about it. Listen, man, Esau ain't gonna waste his time pushing something out into the media. If it First off, if it's not a variant of concern, that doesn't help them. They need variants of concern so they can cause the people to panic, and they can come with harsher draconian measures. So why would they push out a narrative of it not being a variant of concern? That's not going to help them, unless what they really are saying is, we're just saying this now, and what they did, they put a back door in there by saying that there's still studies, right? We're still looking at the studies. That means we have room to turn around and tell you that what we said before was really BS, and that it is bad, because the panic you can get from people is more when it's sudden and unexpected than it is when they already expect it from the jump. See, so Delta, all these other ones, they all started off, oh, this is bad. But when you have one that comes off sneakily, nah, it don't look that bad. And then out of nowhere, now you're talking about reinstituting lockdowns and hospitals being overwhelmed. And what? I thought this was something we didn't have to worry about. I thought Fauci's big-headed ass said you don't got to close the borders. Everything is all sweet. But now, we got to watch it. Oh, now Biden came out and said that they're not going to lock down the country, right? But then again, how many times have they said some shit like that and then turn around and then shut everything down? Because when they're saying that now, but now it's still ahead of Christmas and New Year, right? So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they said it now, but now when people they claim people are traveling, getting together, and that's causing numbers to rise and skyrocket. Now, originally we didn't plan to really do it, but based on the data we've received because of the holidays, right now it's looking real crazy. At the beginning of next year, we gotta really, tighten the grip, so to speak. So these devils are coming with grit, and they're slipping that grain in there, and it's gonna look, man, it's gonna start catching fire. Okay, it's gonna start catching fire, and it's gonna be like nonstop. That's all they're gonna be talking about. Wow. More countries and different sectors and parts of the economy are looking at this new idea from Sweden, and they're actually thinking it's not a bad idea. You have some companies saying, wow, this would really reduce the risk, of spread. This would make things much more convenient. You have some companies even going as far as to say they're willing to institute this as soon as that's how them news sites be sounding. And then you sitting there looking at the joint like, hold up, like this is like they're actually showing it in front of you. You know, now you have certain banks saying they're also gonna jump in on this wave of the MOTB. This wave of the grain, saying that now you can take your bank card and in addition to your Vanessa passport, you can now have your bank card instead of on your phone. You can just have it right in your hand, and then boom, it just goes on from there. Now, whether they're gonna implement a heavy uh, incident, I should say, to really graduate or allow or speed up that push, or whether they're gonna just keep on just coercing people like they've been doing into it. Regardless, it's here. All right, it's here, and they're gonna push it, and they're gonna keep pushing it. And next year is looking like a very heavy year. All right, but enough said. Let me get a few precepts. It's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time." Now, what is the vision? The vision is what was shown to the prophets. Okay, that is going to happen. The vision is not a prediction. The vision is the future. Okay, they saw the future, and the future ain't gonna change. So what they saw was what we're living now. They didn't make up something or predict something. No, they saw it, and then they wrote it down. So that's the vision, and the vision includes the MOTB, people getting there and getting it put into their body. And no, the MOTB is not the Vanessa. All right, it's related, but that's not the MOTB. All right, it says here, and for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not tarry. So we're at the end, and it's speaking. It says and not tarry. Okay, it shall speak and not tarry. Salaki, it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Yeah, because when back in I think 2017, you had a Three Square Market, and they came out briefly and they mentioned something like, oh, they're employees, they're doing this, and then that was like, okay, people were like, oh no, I don't know about all that. That was it. But here's the thing about what's different then and now. Back then, what really would they have had to to use to propel that agenda, right? What would they really have had? All they said was there's a company that now says they want to use it for their employees, right? But how would you be able to compel the masses to go and now follow suit in what the company is doing? You couldn't. But now, when you tie in the fact that this is related to health, and related to spread, that's easy. That's easy work. That's easy pickings. You know, that's they've studied people long enough to know how they can engineer a narrative strong enough to now get people from going from, oh no, that's too invasive, to put that thing right in my hand, because they've tested it out with this Vanessa, and they've seen how they can psychologically mess with people and break them down to the point of easy, to the point where these people become advocates for their agenda. And that's what we're seeing. And you know why they're going to succeed to an extent? Because it's prophecy. So it's going to happen. So, when they say, oh, well, people are having pushback and all that, yeah, that's okay. People are supposed to have pushback. But that's not going to stop the prophecy from being fulfilled. It's not going to stop the prophecy from being fulfilled. Now, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, verse 6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. So, you imagine it like everybody's in a room, and some people know what's going on and some people don't. So when something happens, you got everybody clapping their hands like, woo, wow, that's crazy, oh. And then the people that don't know what's going on, they're like, they got the half smile on. what? Oh, they're trying to clap too, look like they're a part of what's going on, but they don't really know what's happening. So they're trying to ask, but nobody's really talking to them. People are just fixated on what's happening. They're like, oh, wow, what's going on? Wow, why are we clapping? Why are we? That's these people, right? That's these people. As these, as they bring out more and more, and prophecy gets fulfilled more and more, we're rejoicing. We're like, wow, that's it's lit. But they don't understand why, because they don't know. Well, what is this going to lead to? Why are they clapping? Why are they rejoicing? Why are they so excited about it? What does this mean? Is this good? Is this bad? What's going on? Because we already see the end. We see how it's gonna play out. All right, and we see that once they put it out there, man, trust me, these devils, they know they don't have time. They don't got time to be constantly putting the thing out there, and they take it back, then put it out there, they don't got time for that. That's why they're pushing so heavy. If you've noticed, this is like a repeat of 2019, however, much faster and much more intense, because now they're like, yo, this shit ain't waiting weeks. This thing is jumping by the day. Okay? And if it's jumping by the day, now I think a week or a couple weeks ago, Germany was talking about compulsory Vanessas for the general population. And then they said they were going to vote on it at a certain time. And I don't remember exactly if it was them or somebody else that said they would implement it 2022. But now with this Omicron, they're saying, look, they want to push for it immediately. See how they can expedite and change and pretty much have a free-for-all with narratives. It's all about the narrative. It's all about the narrative. Yeah, they said it broke the record. So now, what you got to ask yourself is, wait a minute. If it broke the record, you guys are still talking about you're not going to lock things down? You guys are still talking about you're not going to shut schools down? You guys are still talking about, no, everything is fine? You got this demon, this ugly demon, Kathy Hochul, who's coming out saying, oh, wow, this is shattering records. But it's fine. We don't got to be worried about it just yet. Wait, what do you mean, though? What? I mean, if it's shattering records and it's spreading so fast, why would you leave things open? And then turn around a couple days and weeks later and say, oh, my gosh, wow, look at how bad it is. Oh, we know what we got to do now. But then you say, well, why didn't you do that before? You're the one who told us not to worry. But now you turn, that's how they play with people, man. They're playing with these people. So you got somebody that thinks that just when things calm down a bit, they think they're gonna be stable and all right, I can start getting back up again, and then boom, the whole shit shakes again. And instead of them realizing, yo, stop trying to build, because every time you try, the Lord is going to shut it down. These devils are playing with you. In their New World Order, your life, your societal life, your white picket fence reality, American dream doesn't exist. All right. All right, bro. Your American dream does not exist in their New World Order. And what do you think they're trying to accomplish? Their New World Order. So this doesn't benefit you in any way, shape, or form. There's only two sides, and that's Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai or these devils. And the Lord said, he that is not with me is against me. meaning there is no neutral zone. The Lord doesn't consider neutral here or there. He considers neutral there, just like he considers lukewarm there. Okay? So you can't be neutral. You can't be in the middle. You can't. Well, I kind of want to try this here, but when it's time, I want to jump ship. You're going to jump and your ass is going to fall right into the water because the ship that you're going to try to jump onto ain't going to be there no more. Your only options are get your ass on the ship now or stay on that ship that's sinking. We ain't gonna wait for you and you try to jump in like, I don't know, freaking Michael Jordan and shit from the free throw line, try to reach the next ship, and that shit just moves out the way. All right, because the Most High, it ain't gonna be you come to the Lord when you want to. Okay, Lord, I'm ready now. I thought, hey, well, you told me not to. I disobeyed you. I went and did it. It didn't work out, so now I'm back. What? Like, yo, what? No. The Lord doesn't do that way. you don't come. You don't. The Lord doesn't come to do your will. You come to do Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai's will. All right. People got it twisted. They got it backwards. The Lord is doing my will. And if it doesn't work out, then I come and try to see if you got any suggestions for me. Yo, man, damn, this lady giving them tickets like, yeah, that's some shit. Nevertheless, I'm not gonna make this a long video. I just wanted to bring out that point about now that they started to talk about it. Keep in mind that's how they started with this whole Vanessa. It started little by little. Some it started really. I remember because I think in February we went out there. It was cold as shit, and it was on we did a camp on it, and it was on an article from RT News, and Dabu7 had done a video on it. So we were reading this article, and we weren't even saying it right. We weren't pronouncing it right because it was new. What is this new variant, this new thing? Because there's been a numerous amount of times when there's this mystery thing, but it never does anything. But this time it did something, and the same way they started with it, and then they went little by little, and then they started slapping the masks on you. Then they started telling you roll up them sleeves. That's how they're gonna do it with this charagma. But they're gonna push it harder, and it's gonna slowly but surely, and it's gonna become a norm. When it becomes a norm to where not just one news station, it's not like you have to now go and look for information on it, but it's just boom in your face everywhere you turn. There's an article on CNN, on Fox News, on MSNBC. They're talking about it. This is the new wave. There's no going back from there. That shows you, look, yeah, all right, it's time. The elites told them, look, stop the game playing, start pushing it, because we don't have time. And that's the final prophecy before the destruction. The last major prophecy before the destruction is that charagma, that grain of rice. All right, and yes, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, we had it right. That's the fact. And you know what? It doesn't matter how you feel about it, because at the end of the day, you're gonna have to accept it. Because it's gonna be right in your face. And what are you gonna say then? Because it's only true. That's the strength of prophecy. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter how you say. It doesn't matter what you do. It's gonna come to pass exactly as it's been written to come to pass. So we are in the fulfillment of these last major prophecies. And Lord willing, next year, the Lord could have all these prophecies get fulfilled, because it's not really a lot. It's not a lot. Why wait a whole year for just one, But hey, it's all the will of the Lord anyway. But it's not a lot. And they've already started pushing it, and they've already started talking about it, and they've already started linking it to this situation that's going on. And like we said, this situation is not going to stop until they have grains inside people's bodies. So if they've already started linking it and introducing it and assimilating it into the minds of people, what do you think comes next? And they're gonna use the food shortages and the inflation that's gonna turn into hyperinflation, and the economic turmoil and the tensions with Russia and all of these things. They're gonna use it, and they're gonna put it all together and create a very difficult, stressful situation for people. And at that point, it's going to be very difficult for people to resist, because pursuant to Revelation, the third chapter and the 10th verse, there's a great trying, all right, that's coming upon the earth. So with that, I'm going to end it here. Oh, Hold up. Brother said ABC just came out with a news article online about the Salakia. No, I'm about to leave. Yeah. It says here ABC just came out with a news article online about the Karagma to detect it, and this is it. Yep, just like the Pentagon, because the Pentagon was talking now. That don't be surprised when they come out. Oh, whoa! By the way, since everybody's introducing what they got, remember a couple months back, we did talk about we had a little saying, well, based on the way things are going, there's these new variants, there's dual variants, there's this and the third. Well, we got the perfect solution. Let us put this inside you, and you'll be good. Forget because why have to take a booster every year? Why have to take go and take this? And if we can just put something inside you that can just administer it. And Babak Shah, brother, just because I'm gonna end the stream in like a minute or two, so just put the link to that article in the comment section, and check if it goes up because YouTube they be deleting a lot of comments. So if it does get deleted, look for a post or another comment or something I put up and just put the link there. I'll get the notification because I want to see that article. All right, but we're here. All right, we're here. Barakatah Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we're here. You know, there's nowhere else to go but here. The prophecy is right there, and we are here. And guess what? As soon as this thing gets fulfilled, man, we're going home because the MOTB is going to come out. They're going to push it. They're going to mandate it. Then the destruction is going to come. Now, there's this whole tensions with Russia going on. Until the MOTB is instituted and implemented, and that hour of temptation comes, the nuclear destruction is not gonna hit until that happens. Now, they could this thing with Ukraine and NATO could escalate. Yes, it could escalate into a war, but the war is not gonna go nuclear until the prerequisite prophecy, which is the MOTB, gets fulfilled. And you will see it in your lifetime, and you will remember these words. You will remember Revelation, the last chapter, the 13th. You know, you're gonna remember that. You're gonna remember, and you're gonna see people. People you know, people on TV, celebrities, and they're gonna be showing you. That's what you're gonna be seeing a lot of that. Okay, a lot of that of the hand, and then you're gonna see the thing in there. You're gonna see people. It's gonna be a thing. People go to stores, and that's the thing. Okay, that's the new normal, and it's gonna be like that. And then the Lord is going, you know, he's going to put their lights out. But that is going to be a thing. That prophecy is going to be fulfilled heavily, and there's going to be no denying it. And the credit and the power and the praise and all of that is going to go to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and the whole world is going to know about Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai because it is His prophecies that are being fulfilled. Okay, not anything else, but the prophecies of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So Barakatah Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, that we've been given the eyes to see and the mind open to believe. And Lord willing, we be of the elect and get delivered out of here. But we are definitely living in the most exciting times in history. Okay? And Lord willing, you know, hey, just this should be more fire under you, you know, to keep pushing. All right, and make it onto the end and not give in. And with all that being said, it's not gonna be easy. But who cares? You know what I'm saying? It's here. Hey, so with that, you know, I'm going to end it here. Lord willing, you've been edified. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodesh. Until next time, Shalom.